G'day, my name's Ian Malcolm and I'm going to talk to you today about some of the things I'm doing and the direction that I'm heading into lately. So I guess I'm responding to what my students are telling me. We need to look at ways of engaging them and making myself spread a little bit further when I'm in a dynamic of 16 or 18 people. So I've started to create video tutorials on bits and pieces in different things, and my theory was that multiple camera angles, chopping and changing really made a significant difference, you know. So that was sort of like that was a turning point. And then I got into green screening and looking at bringing objects in, like I can draw in SketchUp and I can bring my model into my video, or I can do like I'm doing now, and that is I can green screen myself and I can come close up to something and in my sort of thinking and that I reflect on what I'm doing, and I got started doing some time lapse. And you know, the boys would be making a roof or something, and you'd see it go up and then you'd see it go down, and I thought, well, I think there's even more I can do with that. So I started putting the camera behind me, and then I'm teaching, and from that I'm looking at the interactions I'm having with the students, and I found that my students were engaged more because I had these sort of podcasts with bits and pieces happening in the video, in the Moodle. You know, they'd go along and there'd be the series of instructions. I'd drawn them in SketchUp and I'd imported my videos, and it was me talking when they got there. And yeah, they all do the hello, it's Ian Malcolm. You know what? I know all that crap, but the thing is that they watch it, they know me, and they engage, and they're learning, and they're thanking me for the effort and the work that I'm putting in. And the time-lapse became such a thing then that the students started doing it for themselves. So the gentleman that's rebuilding a diff, for instance, he puts his camera on the side, time lapses himself doing, and that becomes our evidence. That's, you know, for our on-site people, and that was a big turning point as well. And my students started to be giving me videos of things I couldn't do, you know, like $100,000 staircase in a $4 million house, and there's my students putting it together, and I've got this training video that I can then share with other schools, etc., and they're liking, using and watching the videos, and then, you know, I put them up onto YouTube, and I find people from all over the world watching what I'm doing. And that, you know, it's been a learning curve. I've used Linda's been brilliant. That's taught me heaps and heaps. I use it regularly and I refer back to it if I don't know something. I really, you know, have developed, you know, I love the iPhone. It can do so many things. It can do slow motion. It can do time lapse. I can do these wonderful panoramas of the workshop that I can use in PowerPoints or presentations, and the colour, the movement makes it engaging for students, and that's the direction I'm heading. You know, I'm just started looking at what we can do with drones, and now my little, you know, one button studio basically, I can walk up and I can be shooting within minutes. I come up with an idea and a concept. Mind you though, I spend half my day, you know, I'm at work while I'm teaching and that, I get the phone out and I photograph. You know, the students are well used to me shooting while I'm working, and they get a real point of learning, that their work is, they love seeing themselves, they love being part, and I explain to them, this is going to help others in further down the track, and they're enjoying part of the journey. And when it comes down to it, it's what we're doing it for, to make their learning outcomes better. And I teach really complicated traditional stairs, and because of the videos, podcasts, I've just watched 8 people go through and do it. And I've got the Skills Victoria bringing me in that to get my photos, because they're interested in what I'm doing. And I think it's a really great learning path to be on. I'm certainly enjoying it. And anyway, look me up. I'm on YouTube. I've got a Facebook page and a Masters in Educational e-learning, which I've just put on, and it's giving me feedback from teachers from all over. That's where I am at the moment. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching.
Our teachers aren't just teachers within the TAFE environment, they're industry experts. They've been in the trade for many years, so the skills and knowledge you're getting from them are skills and knowledge that we know industry requires. And when we talk about industry, we talk about apprentice carpenters, high-rise buildings, homes, extensions, renovations, things that you see on a day-to-day basis.